Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to the Nekojiro Season 7 Commander card. Nekojiro is an infantry commander. He hits really hard because of his guaranteed hit skill, Sniper. It doesn't hit as hard as Breakdown or Gilly's Nonviolent Resistance, but both of those skills only work on defense. Sniper ignores defense and HP, but only up to 60%. Nonviolent Resistance goes to 90%. Vega's Breakdown goes to 120. Then after 100, that extra 20% becomes bonus damage. Nekojiro does 60 of both. So in mathematics, he should be better, but there's a couple things about Nekojiro you need to know. For example, Sniper doesn't work with Gemini. Now, I'm not just going to say that and forget about it. I'm going to go right to that video so I don't forget. Okay, here's the replay. And I forgot to pull it up. That's why there was a weird cut there. All right, what we want to see is Sniper and Gemini double track. Okay, so Sniper triggered and Gemini triggered. Here's the hit. Okay, so he kills 50 or so. 45. Boom, there's the tear space. So we're expecting him to kill 45 more if Sniper and Gemini worked together. But, so that means it should go down to 110 right now. It should drop to 110 instead of 154, but instead 131. So there's proof. Sniper and Gemini do not stack. However, this was a 6v6 replay, so I'm pretty sure that's the truth. Only Breakdown, Vega skill gets the bonus Gemini damage. That's broken. If Breakdown, if Vega gets it, Nekojiro should get it. Gemini... As far as I'm concerned, if Nekojiro is the 40% guaranteed hit skill commander that's less than an A commander in the infantry class, and Vega is the 40% guaranteed hit skill that's less than an A class in the airship class, they should have the same hits, right? If Gemini works with Breakdown, Gemini should work with Sniper. Come on, devs. What's going on? Fix that. Oh, this stupid pen is annoying. Okay, so there's the proof for that. Let's talk about Nekojiro. So 40% guaranteed hit skill infantry commander. He's the only commander next to Gilly that has a 40% guaranteed hit skill. Other than that, you had like Flare and is that it? Just Flare, that other guaranteed hit commander. Infantry needs to land hits. They're the hardest hitting class in the game, and in this season, which is what we're focusing on, this is a high level video. What we're seeing is the absolute necessity of ignoring your opponent's high stats on their tier 12 troops. So Sniper can do that if you stack it with Leo and Sagittarius, or remember, if you're using tier 12, you won't have the option to use Leo, but Sagittarius is great. And you might consider Gemini if you really are hitting that hard, but or using an HP build. Remember, a lot of Nekojiros are going to be using Fearless if they're boss commanders. But if you're just one slot busting, you'll probably just use the Eye of Abyss or the other damage helm. I prefer the accuracy because there's so much dodge at high level. But Fearless does offer great HP for the tear space damage, but you can really make up a lot of damage that you lack by being a smaller commander or less gear than your bigger opponents by using Magiwell. So you can go Pure Blast Cannon build on him if you're a high-level player. That does go against big opponents, but it's always good to have that backup balance gear. So the commander card for him, we'll kind of talk about that. Basically, it's good to have a little dodge. It's good to have a little survival, unless you're going pure glass cannon build to get that pure sniper build. Obviously, double Titans is the way to go. The penetration meta didn't pan out yet, but the Dawn Hall, of course, is the best Hall to stack with that. That's not really relevant. Anyway, that about covers it. I think Sagittarius gems are the best on him. There's really two ways to play it. I'm kind of focusing on the offensive one-slot bust, glass cannon style of play, but you could balance in your gems to kind of make it work. So if you were going to go like a balanced Neko, you would want to use Andromeda. You would maybe consider the Pisces jewels. Depending on how many jewel slots you have unlocked, you'll definitely need Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Sniper stack, they hit really hard. But there's also something really crazy you can do with Nekojiro if you're a tier 11 player like me. If you're a tier 11 player like me, you can take Leo and Sniper and Sagittarius and do some amazing damage. I think I showed this off in the live stream, but basically that's what we have here. Sorry, that's a total terrible quality replay. It's 87 tier 11 on the left versus 1,000 tier 12 infantry on the right. And look at this. Leo, Sniper, Sagittarius, all trigger, and he literally kills like 12 to 1. Absolutely insane. And you can tell that Stella build had tank gear on. That was no slouch for gear. Look at that. All defense gear. Huge gear, too. Out-geared his opponent, but he had double damage gear on and hit the right trigger. So, Neko's a huge commander. We did not see a lot of Neko. And remember, he is, like I said, a D commander, less than an A commander, so you can awaken him nonstop. He's a never sleeps commander, awaken commander, just like Vega is. But, Vega does have Gemini that goes with Sniper. But, there's so many good jewels out. I mean, you don't need Gemini as much as we'd like that to be the way we play this guy, as much as we like that ability that Vega has. Just because he doesn't have that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's just, one caveat of being an infantry commander, airship's always better. Not really. Don't start that again. But infantry also hits harder. The troops have base damage 3 times higher than airships. About 3 times higher. 2.5 to 3 times higher. So let's go over some more replays, and then that'll pretty much cover Nekajiro. I don't need to go too far into Nekajiro except show off what he can do offensively. And a lot of people ask me, what should I do? And I say a lot of people, but mostly recently Exostalker was asking me, what should I do, Gilly or Neko, Gilly or Neko? And I said, I don't know, man, probably Gilly. Gilly's an A commander, but yeah, you can't perma awaken her, but I like Gilly's first skill, that she removes your opponents to trigger jewels. And if you could do some serious damage to your opponent early on, especially as an infantry commander, that should be possible. It's good to soften your opponent up first so that every round after you do more and more damage, you kind of take a huge lead. Nekajiro's 20% skill basically does nothing and increases his chance to dodge on 1 slot. It's nothing. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's useless. So really, Nekajiro just has a really hard-hitting 40% skill. And it doesn't stack with Gemini. So, yeah, you can awaken him, and yes, he has a hard-hitting 40% skill. Well, so does Gilly. Gilly has a hard-hitting 40% skill, but her other skill totally negates your opponent's gem. So, if you're going to be permanently awakened, yeah, maybe Nekajiro has more options for you. If you're going to be just a more casual player like me, Gilly's probably the better choice, but it's preference. Sometimes people just want to have the really cool-looking, Elvis cat commander. He's been nerfed in the past, but he's still very good. Nekajiro is. So this was a replay with Badass, Justin Badass, and Army. I think Army wins this. That Cepheus Majesty is awesome. Awesome. Increases his damage a little bit. Stops your opponent from healing. Okay. Nekajiro with tier 10 as well is quite good. Like I say, with that Sniper and Sagittarius combo, and Leo combo if you can get it, but you can't on him. He's airship. So you'd have to do Scorpio, Sniper, Sagittarius. It's getting complicated. Anyway, he can do serious damage. I mean, look at that. With just the Sniper trigger alone, with 1/3 the size, he does his equal troops and damage, 400 damage worth of troops. That's a huge chunk of tier 12. It's really hard to kill that much tier 12. So, no slouch. I mean, even with tier 10, he was actually doing amazing damage to tier 12. A lot of people know how hard it is to do that. So, what else do we got? We've got Neko versus tier 12 again. Did I just show this one? I might have just showed this one. Oh, wait, no. This is another badass replay. He was sending me some great Neko stuff about a couple months ago. Never got around to making the video because I was doing other stuff, but here we are. God, this pin. Hey, listen, if you're sick of looking at this nasty pin, you could send me a pin to the fan mail address below. I wear all the pins. I've worn them all multiple times now. I'm running out of pins. But, yeah, here we go. Here's another Sniper Sagittarius. 2000. Ooh, good hit. If you can get that 3rd gem to proc, Leo, Sniper, and Sagittarius, which you can't on tier 12, but when you get that triple strike with tier 11, oof, devastating. Devastating. That's probably what I'm going to do next, but I don't know. I'm so close to tier 12. Once I go tier 12, I can't really do that as much. And then I don't like the glass cannon build style. It's good for Galactic Battle offense, but not great for defense. So I don't know. We'll see what I do. I kind of see what the meta turns into. Remember, we are between Season 7 and Season 8 right now. We're kind of in the off-season, so we're going to see kind of how things develop over the next month or so, and kind of see what the devs want to do to patch it. We're going to see what Satalia can provide for walkers. Walkers might get so good, infantry might suck again. You might have to just switch back to air. I don't know. We'll see. We could see another infantry commander, but I think we got Elixir last Galactic Battle, so we're kind of due for an air commander. Oh, we got Reinhardt. Elixir, Satalia. I don't know. Maybe we are due for another infantry commander. I don't know. This is Nexo and Serenity replay. They were doing leadership to leadership fair fights with some build recommendations I had. And you would think that Nekajiro would win this fight, but it's kind of an offense commander versus offense commander. Infantry should have the advantage. So I think he does win. Let me see. And they both had the penetration Dawn Hall on. Let's see. They'll fast forward it now. It's a close battle. Vega looks like he's winning. Yeah. Vega's still great, Vega Gemini with breakdown. Vega with Breakdown and Gemini is still amazing. All right, so here is the commander card. If you want this commander card to have to share with your guild or just to collect for all 13, how many are there? 13 now? There's one left I haven't done the video on. There's one left. That's Stella. That's coming soon. If you want this, you can download it in the description below this video. Just click more or whatever and you'll see it there. Make sure you download the high def copy. Otherwise, when you zoom in, it'll be blurry. So the commander card is kind of outdated in some sense because Neko's kind of a wishy-washy commander because he's kind of conditional, but he's also a good balanced commander. And if you're playing him with tier 11 or tier 12, it's two very different styles because you're so dependent on Leo, Sniper, Sagittarius, and the tier 11 build and Glass Cannon crushing a potential. While if you're a tier 12 account, you might focus more on getting some of that terror space damage, so using Wrath of the Stars or Valkyrie might be better for you. I have penetration gear on here, the Wild Roses. I don't recommend them anymore because we just found out penetration really doesn't go well, especially with commanders that already ignore stats. I'll say Neko is the hardest hitting infantry commander. Yes, Gilly's good, but Neko ignores HP and defense, and as time goes on, especially with elf builds and Rogers and Reinhardt builds, people are ignoring defense and they're going straight for HP builds, like the Fearless Pants, like the Shadow Chest Piece. So you get more value out of Nekajiro's 40% skill than you do Gilly's. But don't kid yourself. Commanders still have a ton of defense in their research, on their troops, on their gear. And not every hit is a guaranteed hit. Only 40% of them, right? Or, well, with gems it helps. But anyway, back in the day I was calling these commanders that stay awakened forever insomnia commanders. Vega being number 1, Neko being number 2, Medusa being number 3. We never did a video series for Medusa, but anyway, like I say in the end of this, infantry meta is shifting towards more tanky builds. These Fearless Pants with these with this Shadow Chest Piece, Double Titans, and Wrath from the Stars is a very tanky infantry build. It's very survivable. It's very tough to deal with. It hits really hard. It's just a good balance build all around. Yes, it's still going to get beat by your defense builds, but it should do well against all your other offense and balance builds. So there's Nekajiro. If I missed anything, check the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video until Stella comes out. How you guys enjoying this off season? It's going well, right? A lot of stuff going on in the off season. Alright, I am definitely not changing shirts for this video. It's just a black shirt. It's plain. No one will notice. No one will notice. But we need a hat pin, boys. Can't have a dog pin. Oh, this one's kind of like a kitty cat. Aren't the Tame Your Dragons? Oh, I just had one of those in the video. Let's see. Oh, there's a kitty cat pin. Booyah. This isn't annoying. This is the most annoying pin I have. Remember, if you don't want to see these pins anymore, send me new ones. I need more pins. It's a kitty cat. All right, let's do the intro. Greetings, Commanders, and